Welcome to Fat Coder. In this video we are going to talk about Thiruchendur Murugan Temple. So let's go to the video. Thiruchendur means sacred and beautiful town in Tamil. The temple is dedicated to Murugan, the warrior deity and the second son of Lord Shiva. When Murugan came here for the conquest along with his army, he found it to be very small and ordered the celestial architect to expand it. The town came to be known with several names like Jayantipuram. It is believed to be the place where Murugan conquered the demon Surabadman, after which he was named as Jayantinathar, meaning Nathar means leader, Jayanti means victorious leader. It is one among the Vaipusthalam. The Vaipusthalam, also called as Thevara Vaipusthalam, they are the places in South India that were mentioned in the songs in Thevaram. They are the hymns composed in praise of Lord Shiva during the 7th and 8th century. The Padalbetra Sthalam by comparison are 275 temples that are in verses of Saiva Nayanars in the 6th and 9th century and are among the greatest Shiva temples in the continent. The Divya Desams by comparisons are 108 Vishnu temples glorified in the poems composed by Vaishnava Alvars of Tamil Nadu. Thiruchendur temple is known as second Arupadai veedu of Lord Muruga. Lord Muruga won the battle against the Asura Surabadma and worshipped Lord Shiva in the sacred place. The temple is situated along the shores of Bay of Bengal. Normally the Raja Gopuram will be in the eastern side of the temple in Tamil Nadu, but in Thiruchendur alone the Raja Gopuram is in western side. It is said that the Raja Gopuram was not erected on eastern side since the sea was very close in the eastern side. Mela Gopuram has 9 stories, indicates that Gopuram consists of 9 stories that are 9 kalasams at the top of the Gopuram. Let's see the history of the temple. An Asura by name Surabadman was ruling the Veeramahendrapuri, an island. He performed many prayers to please Lord Shiva and the Lord granted him many boons. Later the Asura became arrogant and captured all 3 worlds, the heaven, earth and the hell. The Devas were unable to bear his torture and complained to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva opened his third eye to create a sun to kill Surabadman. The 6 sparks of fire emitted from the third eye. These divine sparks were received by river Ganga through Agni, the god of fire, and passed on to the Himalayan lake and Saravana Poigai. Here they were transformed into 6 babies. Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati Devi came to Saravana Poigai, and when goddess Uma fondly clasped the babies, they joined together and became Lord Arumuga with 6 faces and 12 arms. When child Arumuga grew up to become a young boy, Lord Shiva asked him to destroy Surabadman and free the Devas from the cruel bondage. Lord Muruga reached Thiruchendur with his huge army and camp. He sent his commander Veerababu Thevar to the Asuras as an emissary and asked Surabadman to release the Devas. Since Surabadman turned down the request, a war took place. An intense battle was fought for few days. During the first 5 days of the war, the brothers of Surabadman and all other Asuras perished. On the 6th day, Lord Muruga pierced the body of Surabadman, who got transformed into a mango tree and broke it into 2. The broken pieces instantly transformed themselves into a mighty peacock and a cock. Lord Muruga took the peacock as his Vahana and cock on his banner. This event is popularly known as Sura Samharam, or the destruction of Surabadman. After Sura Samharam, even now Lord Subramaniyar is seen in the posture of worshipping Lord Shiva in the Sanctum Sanctorium. Let's look upon few of the historical events that has taken place in the temple. Once Adi Shankaracharya, who formed 5 religious sections in Hindu, they are as following: Ganapatyam, Saktam, Saivam, Vaishnavam, Kaumaram. He is considered as the greatest reformer of Hinduism. Once while staying in northern part of India, he suffered from leprosy due to opponent's black magic. He suffered a lot. He was praying to God for remedy. He got a suggestion to go to Thiruchendur to get rid of black magic. He reached there and composed the great Subramaniyar Bhujagam in front of Lord Subramanian. After applying the sacred vibhuti, he got rid from illness and black magic. A familiar local tradition runs to the effect that about 1648 AD, Dutch descended upon Thiruchendur and carried away the idol Shanmugar and Siva Nadarajar. Thinking that they were made of gold, they attempted melting it, proving fertile. They tried to carry them away by sea, but the sea suddenly grew up and rocked the ship violently, so the sailors threw the idols into the sea. The loss of the idol was discovered and duly communicated to Vadamalayappa Pillayan. He was the local administrator of the Nayakan ruler at Tirunelveli. He was a great devotee and he was very sad to know this news. He ordered for a similar idol to be made. As the duplicate one was ready and was on its way to Thiruchendur to be installed, in 1653 Vadamalayappan had a dream. Acting to the advice conveyed to him by the god, he put out to sea and following the instructions that the idol was to be found at the spot whereon a lime tree would be found floating and place marked by circling overhead by guardian of Lord Vishnu, that is the Garudan. Vadamalayappa recovered the original idol and reinstalled it in the temple. Vadamalayappa was greatly struck by the god's grace in giving him a great relief to find the original idol, and he has replaced it successfully. An old inscription on the stone proclaims that Lord Varuna promised Lord Kartikeya that no harm will come to the temple due to the rage of sea. In 2004 tsunami which destroyed major parts of Tamil Nadu, but Thiruchendur was not affected. Let's look upon few of the famous festivals that are celebrated in the temple. Skanda Sashti festival. It takes place for 7 days in the month of October to November. Devotees numbering about 5 lakhs will participate in the above festival. On this festival occasion, devotees fast for 6 days. On the 6th day, Sura Samharam is demonstrated. On the 7th day, Thirukalyanam to Deivanai is celebrated in a grand manner. Vaigasi Visagam is another famous festival which is celebrated in the temple. Let's look upon few of the social services that have been done in this temple. Let's look upon the social service done by the temple. Karunai Illam, an orphanage for children, is run by the temple and free boarding, lodging and education is provided to 125 children from the temple funds. Nadaswara Training School. About 10 students have been trained in their school and expenses are met from the temple funds. So let's look upon the religious activity that they do. Religious discourses are conducted every day evening. Thirukural classes are conducted every Sunday between 10 am to 11 am. Religious education classes are conducted every Sunday between 11 am to 12 am. So these are the religious activities that have been conducted in the temple. Thank you for watching this video. From this video you might have come to know about many interesting facts about Thiruchendur Murugan Temple. You might have come to know about history of the Murugan Temple, social services done by them and religious services done by them. So thanks for watching. I would come with an interesting topic like this. Until that, stay happy, stay safe